Today we're going to be looking at how to solve one-step addition and one-step subtraction equations. We have a couple of examples that we're going to work through together here, so let's get started. For question number 1, we're being asked to solve for the value of k. And as we can see up top here, highlighted in yellow, in order for us to isolate our variable of k, we're going to perform the inverse or opposite operation of whatever is being done to k in this problem. Well, here we have k plus 15 equals 35. So we need to undo whatever's being done to k by performing the opposite operation. And here on our left-hand side, we have k plus 15, so we're adding 15 onto k, and the opposite operation of addition is subtraction. So on the left-hand side here, we're going to subtract 15. But there is something that we need to keep in mind here that we can see up top highlighted in blue, and it's that we need to keep both sides of the equation equal. So since we're subtracting 15 from the left-hand side, that means that we also have to subtract 15 from the right-hand side as well. Well, for the left-hand side, plus 15 and subtract 15 cancel each other out, so that means that k is now isolated. And then for the right-hand side, when we take away 15 from 35, we get 20, so k is equal to 20. And if we want to double check that we have the correct answer here, what we can do is we can plug in the value for k and see if we get the right answer. So we have 20 plus 15 equals 35. And when we add 20 and 15, we get 35. And then since both sides of this equation are equal, it means that we have the correct answer. K is equal to 20. Now moving on to question number 2, where this time we're being asked to solve for the value of m. And just like with our first problem here, in order for us to isolate our variable of n, we need to perform the opposite operation of whatever is being done to our variable in this problem. Here we have m plus 13 equals 25. So we need to perform the opposite operation of addition to undo this addition of 13. So we're going to subtract 13 from the left-hand side, and we need to make sure that we keep both sides equal, so we're also going to be subtracting 13 from the right-hand side as well. On the left-hand side, our plus 13 and subtract 13 cancel each other out, so now m is isolated. And then for the right-hand side, we're going to take away 13 from 25, which we know gives us 12. So m is equal to 12, and we're going to quickly double check this. So we're going to plug in our value for m of 12 plus 13 equals 25. And when we add 12 and 13, we get 25. And then since both sides of the equation are equal, it means that we have the correct answer. M is equal to 12. So now that we've gone through how to solve one-step addition equations, we're going to move on to how to solve one-step subtraction equations, beginning with question number 1, where we're being asked to solve for the value of x. And just like when we're solving one-step addition equations, in order for us to isolate our variable of x, we need to perform the inverse or the opposite operation of whatever is being done to our variable of x in question number 1. And in question number 1, we have x minus 21 equals 25. So here we need to undo what's being done to our variable of x, which we're subtracting 21 from x. So we need to undo this by doing the opposite of subtraction, which is addition. So on the left-hand side, we're going to add 21, and then we need to make sure that we keep both sides equal still. So on the right-hand side, we are also going to be adding 21. On the left-hand side here, our subtracting 21 and our adding 21 cancel each other out. So now our x, our variable, is isolated. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to add 21 onto 25, which we know gives us 46. So x is equal to 46. And just like when we were double checking, when we were going through our one-step addition equations, we're going to make sure that we have the correct answer here by plugging in our value of x into our original problem. So we have 46 minus 21 is equal to 25. And when we subtract 21 from 46, we get 25. And then since both sides of this equation are equal, it means we have the correct answer. X is equal to 46. Now moving on to question number 2, where this time we're being asked to solve for the value of r in the problem r minus 150 is equal to 57. So the first thing we need to do is we need to isolate our variable of r by performing the opposite operation of whatever's being done to it. And here we're subtracting 150 from r, and the opposite of subtraction is addition. So on our left-hand side and our right-hand side, because we need to keep things equal, we're going to be adding 150. So on the left-hand side here, subtracting 150 and adding 150 cancel each other out. So now our variable of r is now isolated. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to add 57 and 150, which we know is going to give us 207. So r is equal to 207. And just so we can make sure that we have the correct answer here, we're going to plug in our value for r into our original problem. So we had 207 minus 150 equals 57. And when we take away 150 from 207, we get 57. And now since both sides of the equation are equal, it means that we have the correct answer. R is equal to 207. So hopefully by now you understand how to solve one-step addition and one-step subtraction equations. Help make math less complicated by smashing those like and subscribe buttons. As always, enjoy today's math journey.